Hi, Robert LeBlanc here with Las Vegas News Blog, and today we got a very special interview with the president of Tuff-N-Uff, Jeff Meyer. Jeff, how are you doing today?
I'm great, thank you very much. How are you doing?
I'm doing great. Great to see you. Listen, I know we got a big fight coming up this Friday, the 9th, over, and it's going to be at the Orleans. But I know over the weekend you received an award. There was a special award ceremony. Tell me a little bit about what happened there.
Yeah, thanks for asking. I was honored to accept an award on behalf of my brother Barry for his support and participation in the female MMA movement. As I'm sure you're aware, Tuff-N-Uff always does our best in trying to promote female fights and giving them the same opportunity that we think any athlete deserves. And my brother was a real pioneer in that field. Back in 2009, we hosted the first all-female fight card, the first all-female MMA fight card in Nevada, and it was called Tough Girls. So it was really nice honor to be able to accept the award. Of course, it was a heartfelt acceptance, and I really miss him, but it was very touching, and it was a great honor to receive the award.
Yeah, no, that was awesome. When I saw that on Facebook, I was so thrilled for you. And you know what? Speaking of females, but before we go on, what are 2 or 3 or 4 of the folks through Tuff-N-Uff that have gone on to the big show UFC? Like one of the females is?
Oh, well, obviously, we're very happy to be able to say that Ronda Rousey came through Tuff-N-Uff, and she had 2 fights here at Tuff-N-Uff before she went on to fight in Strikeforce. We had another female that just actually made it from going from another pro organization into the UFC, and that's Ashley Evans Smith. She was a real thrill and pleasure to watch here when she was fighting here at Tuff-N-Uff. As you know, we've got an event this Friday where the girls that are competing, there's 2 different tournaments, the finals for 145 and 155 pound tournaments, where the winners will get a guaranteed fight and pro contract with Invicta. So we're happy to continue the tradition of keeping the females, in the spotlight that we think they deserve.
Awesome. Speaking of that, the Invicta, how did that develop?
Yeah, I mean, geez, thanks for asking. It's something I'd like to say a thank you and give credit where credit's due. And that whole thing happened because of our friend Sam Wilson, who's arguably one of the best matchmakers in the whole world, and she's been instrumental in the female MMA movement. We've luckily been friendly with Sam forever, and she's helped us get fighters at Tuff-N-Uff for years. And so I think that it was, hey, what do you think about this? And she said, I like it. Yeah, let me see what Invicta says. And then that was the introduction to Invicta. I'm thrilled to be able to say that it's a real honor and pleasure to work with Invicta and helping them find future talent. We hope to be able to do it for a long time with them.
Awesome. Another topic I always wanted to talk to you about, the ring girls. What role, because we were chatting about this before, we saw online some guys were saying, oh, what's the big deal with the ring girls? So what do you think? What's the big deal with ring girls?
Hey, I mean, here's the big deal with ring girls. I don't know. I know that I saw the comments like, why do they even need ring girls? It's 2015, and yeah, I get that perspective, but I also get the perspective of like 98% of the population, which is, let's face it, that's what sells. Traditionally, boxing has had ring girls. The UFC, who we try to emulate as best we can, they have ring girls. So I'm not trying to change society at Tuff-N-Uff. I'm just trying to put on like a really fun event that you may feel like is a real value for your money, and you'll see what you may expect to see at the UFC or the bigger shows, right? So my thought is, hey, what is the value of the ring girls? They add definitely a little sex appeal. The crowd loves it, and you always hear them, screaming and yelling or whatever for the girls when they're in there. And hey, they also play a very important part of letting us know what round it is. Right? So there you go. That's my thoughts on the subject. I mean, I'm not trying to change the world, like I said. I'm just trying to put on great events.
And everybody loves getting those photos with the ring girls.
Yeah.
Which brings us to Friday night. I know this Friday night it's going to be at the Orleans. That has been a very celebrated place. That's, I think, the first time I saw you guys. First event I went to was in 2009, I think, was at the Orleans. So tell me a little bit about what you're most excited about for this Friday night?
Well, thanks for asking. As you mentioned, New Orleans is such a great historic place. They've done so many years of Tuff-N-Uffs there in this exact ballroom where we're going to be on Friday night. It's actually the room where Ronda Rousey got her start at Tuff-N-Uff. And I'm excited about being back home, so to speak, at a hotel and casino that's very supportive and a very, comfortable place. But I'm also really excited about the fights. I mean, I can't tell you how excited I am to watch these Invicta girls, plus some other really top up-and-coming guys that are from, some of the major gyms here in Vegas. So I'm excited, I think, mostly about the fights. And then, of course, to be back home at New Orleans in a very comfortable environment, and hopefully having an awesome turnout. That's really what I'm most excited about.
And what time do the doors open on Friday, Jay?
Doors open at 6. First fight's at 7, and tickets are still available for $25, starting at just $25. And you can go to tuffnuff.com, which is TUFFNUFF.com. And I'd also like to add, if you would like to get your chance to get a free ticket giveaway we've got going on our Facebook page. Sherwin Vega Mobile is one of our new sponsors who's going to be at CES, and they're going to be walking around promoting that, hey, you can win a home or a car stereo system by coming to the fights tonight. So please participate in this giveaway we've got going on our Facebook page right now, where you can win 2 free tickets to the fights. And if you come to the fights, you get your chance to win an awesome car stereo system from Sherwin Vega. So please look for us on Facebook, TUFFNUFF.
I thank you very much for your time today, sir.
Thank you.